What's up, people? Joe Fucarino. We're not in the house, we're not in the studio today. Usually when I'm announcing myself, I'm always in a podcast, but we're doing something a little different today. So this guy right here, he asked me, what do I want? When I think of what do I want, the main thing that comes to my head is personal freedom. I want freedom. I want to be able to, freedom, and I want to be happy. I want to be genuinely happy as much as I possibly can be. You want to be around the people you love the most. I want to be around Zain. I want to be around my friends, the people I love more. And that's the things, as I've gotten older, I just cherish so much, you know? I'm actually walking through right now, if anyone recognizes the area. DeVries Park is where I grew up. So many memories. Grew up with my mom right over here. You know, I want more of those memories. I want more of the memories that we had, you know, as kids, growing up. Like when you didn't have to work and you didn't have to hustle and bustle, you were able just to live life. So in my adult life, that's my goal. That's what I want. What happens if I don't get it? If I don't get personal freedom, that ain't gonna happen. Like, that's just not the way I live my life right now. I try to be very, very focused. Even though some days throw me off, some days I'm not so focused, but it's gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna get that personal freedom no matter what I gotta do. I feel like I'm creative enough. I feel like I'm smart enough to be able to do that. So I feel like that's not an option. And it's because I want it so bad. You know, if I didn't want it that bad, then it would be an option that I'd say maybe I wouldn't get it. But to me, it's not unsurreal. It's possible, you know? Like, we live in a world with so many opportunities with the internet and everything, so it's gonna happen. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see. You know, it's a work in progress, and shit, small steps, great distances, like I always say. So what obstacles are in my way? Shit, time and money. Time and money, because I feel like if I just got a loan, if someone right now just gave Zain, me, Nat, Tay, like $1 million, actually, I don't even think we need $1 million. We don't even need that much. If I had time, like once I have more time, it's game over. Like the stuff that I have still in my head, like from what I created now, that's nothing to the goals I have for myself for the future. How did I get started with therapy without a degree? Well, it was actually, the inspiration really came from an Uber ride, right? So I had a customer and he basically asked me a question, asked me for some advice. And it was really just because he was never gonna ever see me again. You know, like I was just a random person, I was gonna drop him off and that was it. And I thought it was so dope because, you know, he was gonna be able to get some help and get some perspective and some advice and really just never have to see me ever again. And I have to worry about what I think. So I was like, you know, how many people in the world right now, as we speak, as you're watching this, just need someone to talk to, just need some advice, need some perspective. So also, you know, I figured the best way to do it is via a podcast. You know, because so many people that are listening to the topics are going through the same thing that they're probably listening to, you know, or they've been through it, or they've been through something similar. And I've been through so many things in my life, personally, that I felt like I relate to a lot of different topics that people have. And I just wanted to be able to offer what I've learned. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong, not saying I have all the answers, but if something that I have to offer could help, and I could add some value in someone's life from my experiences, then I'm cool, and I'm happy, and it made my day. So that's how the birth of Therapy Without a Degree, the brand, the creation got started. How do I separate my business and the personal life? At least for Therapy Without a Degree, I feel like with people's businesses and the things that they're gonna do on a daily basis, whether it's to make money or not, I feel like you shouldn't have to separate them too much. You know, I feel like that's when it starts to become a job. That's when it starts to become a business. Is when you have to separate them so much. You know, I try to make the brand as much as who I am, who Zain is, who Nat is, all of us collectively, Tay, to where it doesn't have to be a business. It could just be something we all love to do, and it flows, helps people out, and you never know, if it makes us money at the same time, it's a bonus. So what are my future goals? Oh man, so many. But beyond the podcast, well, actually within the podcast, but, you know, when I was a kid, you know, back at DeVries Park where, you know, y'all just saw, I used to write so much. I used to love to create. I used to come up with so many ideas from movies and books and stuff like that. And I feel like battling with depression and growing up so fast and the hustle and bustle of New York City and Jersey and where we live, I forgot about my dreams. I forgot about my goals. I forgot about the stuff that I did back then in DeVries as a kid. You know, so now the plan is to go back to that. You know, that's why we went back. We went back to DeVries to really kind of just soak it in and go back to the things that we used to really love to do, right? So, future, start writing, maybe, you know, finish up the book, the 4 E's to succeed in social media, and I want to get way more into it. I want to do so many more different books, and I want to start writing on, you know, writing scripts. Zain inspired me with Midnight Chaser. Just being there on set was like, oh, okay, all right, we're getting into it. So stay tuned for some big things.